can see anything!
Is that to be?
Am I going to die?
I'm going to kill you.
You'll be fine.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Oh man.
Ooh!
Whee!
Let's go!
I found the sun!
Stop it.
No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Amber's Minecraft Taskmaster. My name is SpicyMan33, and I will be serving as your Taskmaster. Am I as famous as the Taskmasters on the actual televised shows? You bet I'm not. I'm not as wealthy or as intimidating as them either. But what I lack in popularity, money, or stature, I make up for in being a cynical bastard. And oh, just my luck, as 5 eager, fresh faces have been doing tasks all in a bid to please me. Over the next 6 weeks, they will scrape and claw for every last point as I rank them from worst to least worst. The prize at the end of it all? My golden head recreated in virtual glory. Without any further ado, please welcome Cake,
Meowdy do.
Kyoger,
Hi, everyone.
Raven,
Hi.
Sky,
Hello.
and Techno.
Yo, what's good?
And to my left, it's the true mastermind of the operation. She knew she didn't need to pay me to head her show because the ego boost this would give me was more than money could buy. It's Amber. Hi, Amber.
Hello! So, like with any good show, we should start by breaking the ice.
Okay.
What the joke is going to be.
Insane.
Anyway, so seeing as how this isn't the official Taskmaster, we don't have a cavalcade of well-known comedians on hand, but luckily this group of 5 is a lot more well-known than you might think. For example, Cake was actually the first woman to scale Mount Everest back in 1732. Kyoger created the cure for amnesia. I can't really remember what it's called, but he did it.
Wait, I forgot he did that.
So Raven is actually credited with writing the A Song of Ice and Fire book series under the pen name George R.R. Martin, which of course stands for George Raven Martin. And you've definitely seen Sky before if you've ever been outside, especially if you look directly up. Last but not least, we've got Techno, who was actually the 34th president of the United States.
What an honor.
Yeah, most people
Wait,
tend to
no,
forget that.
no, that was Dwight Diaz and Howard. It's easy to mix those two up. This group isn't famous or noteworthy, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
But they're here.
Oh.
So, Amber, I believe we have a prize task. How is that going to work? We're on Minecraft.
So we can't give anything away as prizes, but we can pretend. At the start of every episode, we ask everyone to bring in something that fits a certain category, and whoever gets the most points starts the episode on a good track to win the episode. Whoever wins the episode gets the prestigious prize of going up the stairs to the celebration room to celebrate alongside photos of every prize. Anyway, for the first episode, the prize task category is the thing you own that the Taskmaster would most like to own.
Ooh, okay. So, Cake, welcome to the show. What is the thing that you own that I desire?
Spicy, are you a gamer?
Of course.
Do you like doorbells?
Maybe.
Well, today I brought you the gamer doorbell,
What?
and it plays one of the most annoying chimes.
Can you try to recreate the noise, perhaps?
Let me
Did
play
you
it for
forget the
you.
noise?
We're going to get the gamer doorbell.
Oh. Oh my god.
What a great thing for a gamer to have.
I mean, she has convinced me with the demonstration. That was pretty cool. All right. Next up, Kyoger. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me here. I wanted to pick the perfect thing, and I think that I found it. So, as we all know, Spicy never graduated from high school. It's his greatest regret in life. And he's also far too lazy to go back and get that degree. So I figured, what better to give him than my high school diploma?
You know, I know it's just a stock image, but the fact that 2023 is written out is deeply upsetting. Like, what can I accomplish with your high school diploma?
You have a high school diploma. Identity theft. It's a form of identification. That's possible. Or it's a really hard in this economy to get a job if you don't have a high school diploma.
That's
And I
true.
thought I'd just give you that little bit of an up.
Spicy, you're in college right now, correct?
Yes,
This is irrelevant.
I am in college.
Okay.
This is irrelevant.
My high school diploma is about 2 feet away from me.
This is irrelevant.
Raven, what have you brought in that I really want?
Okay, well, Spicy, I like to think I know you quite well. I thought, I just needed something that invoked that immediate feeling of jealousy. Like, ooh, I want that. We were at Outback, and I decided that the best thing that I owned that you would want is the dessert I had. This is a Tim Tam brownie cake.
Oh, would you say that you owned this dessert?
I did own it.
Do you still have it?
Technically. Well, okay, no, I probably don't own it anymore, but I owned it with past tense.
Technicality.
I mean, I do like dessert, it's true. But I think we'll come back to this.
Okay.
Fair.
Sky, welcome to the show.
Hi, oh my goodness. Hello. So it's Spicy. You are quite a physically attractive individual, if I were to say so myself. And this isn't just flattery. This does have direct relevance to the item that I think that you would like. What is a gamer's best asset? Their headphones. What if headphones were a bit more feline in nature?
Oh my.
Oh.
And that's what I offer you today, is my lovely Razer headset.
I mean, first of all, I feel like if you asked me to guess what Sky would have brought in before this would have at least been in the top 5. Sky, I feel like you would never actually part with these.
The thing is, I actually would, because I have 2 pairs.
Okay. Okay. All right. Techno, you get to go last. How have you felt about this so far?
I've been feeling pretty good. How's your wall space looking?
Nice.
Because I like decorating my walls, but I usually don't decorate them with a lot. How do you feel about heads?
Like the body part?
Yeah.
I don't suppose I have a strong opinion either way.
Techno, would you like it to just be put up on screen?
Yeah, sure. Here, take a look.
Okay. I still don't know what this is.
What?
You could put it on your door if you wanted to, and nobody would enter anymore.
How did you acquire this?
Oh god.
I found it.
It feels vaguely offensive. The more I look at it, the more I think this is some offensive stereotype. Okay, yes.
You're gonna have to score these somehow.
Well, unfortunately, I do think the description of the task has bitten one of them. Raven, your pudding was inspired, but you don't really own it, do you?
No, I did.
Okay, I'm guessing that's 1 point for Raven.
That's 1 point for Raven. I'm gonna give 1 point for each diploma I'll have if Kyoger was to give his to me. So that's 2 points to Kyoger. The demonstration bumped Cake up, but it is gonna be 3 points to Cake and her gamer doorbell. And then, I mean, maybe I'm wrong here, but I honestly want that head. I think Techno hiding
Oh
something.
my god.
So it's going to be 4 points to Sky for the cat ears and 5 points to Techno's absolutely horrifying mask.
Okay, that's 4 points to Sky, but 5 points to Techno. He wins the task.
Ember, do we want to get into our first proper pre-recorded task of the season?
Yes, I think we should. We have a long series ahead of us, so let's nosedive into our first pre-recorded task.
Oh boy.
Hi.
Hey Raven, how's it going?
Hi. Oh, there's a task behind me.
What do you have there?
I have dried kelp.
Okay. Can I have it? Jesus Christ. Is there a task for you up there?
There is?
Yes.
Oh, sneaky little task.
Or you tell me to go jump off a roof or something. How
Have the longest fall from the balcony to the front yard.
Longest time between jumping and landing wins.
You may order 5 materials to help aid your fall. You may not use an elytra.
Oh, wait, there's another page. That's awesome. Also, there will be a bonus point given to whoever has the most graceful fall. You have up to 10 minutes to begin falling and have 1 attempt.
Longest time falling wins. Your time starts now.
So we're starting the series off with a nice fall.
I don't know. It feels like a tricky, a weird task. I feel like there's a couple of ways to go about this. Isn't there a slow falling like potion?
Yes, in fact, there is.
So I mean, the answer has to be just order that and then just jump off the roof. I'd assume.
Well, we're going to start with some men falling. Are you happy to see men falling?
I suppose.
Okay,
Down with the patriarchy.
There we go.
There you
Here
go.
are some men. It's Kyoger and Techno.
So, is the bonus point just as valuable as the main objective?
That's up to you.
Can I get a shulker, like a shulker spawn egg?
Piston and a redstone block.
Okay. I want a sticky piston, a slime block, and a button.
Can I get a water bucket?
So I'm thinking my 5th item might be a water bucket. That would be graceful if I make the water bucket save. That's the most graceful thing in the world. That's like a 10 out of 10.
Can I repeat materials?
If you want, yeah.
I want a piston and a redstone block.
I hope that I just massively... Oh wait, my water bucket. I'm a genius. I can get up that way. I am so cool. Did you know how cool I was? Sorry about your flowers, by the way.
And honestly, I don't know how piston placing works. So we're just gonna throw it down and see what happens. Oh, if I place it on top, does it activate? No shot, right? True. So me. Oh, I'm a fucking genius.
So we've got the shulker here. Let's place him like here. All right, hey buddy, I'm gonna need you to lift.
Oh,
Okay.
If I just slowly fall from water, it might count.
It would depend on the Taskmaster's judgment, but it might.
That's more of sinking. Sinking's the more correct word for that. What would be more graceful than landing the water bucket jump?
All right, I'm gonna like totally fail the slime block thing and die, and then my life is completely over.
3, 2, 1. Let's go!
I'm really high up right now. You know what? No. All right. Grace.
That was pretty awesome, right?
Okay.
We're impressed. We're really impressed.
Yeah, I was impressed.
I'm gonna ascend up to the heavens. I had my 1 attempt, so I think I'm pretty much over. But this is pretty
Okay.
cool. Thank you for the task.
Well, thank you, Kyoger.
No, thank you. I'm gonna die now, I think.
Okay, well, bye.
Techno, I respect you so much. We have 1 brain cell and it's a water bucket.
I question if an actual mob is a material. I'm not bashing you, Kyoger. That was genius. But
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm bashing Amber.
No exit materials.
Okay, well, either way, I mean, Kyoger, it definitely feels like you're using some of that Minecraft skills there. Very
Yes!
inspired. There was a groan across the panel as people saw what the shulker did.
Knowing Minecraft helps. That's all I can say.
Well, speaking of knowing Minecraft,
Yeah.
I believe it was after you placed a redstone block next to a piston that you said, "I'm a genius." You could have gotten 4 logs and gotten 4 times the height that you achieved there.
I don't see how this is relevant.
I hate to put Techno down even more, but also his water bucket fall was less graceful than Kyoger's. Kyoger got rid of the water as soon as landing.
Yeah.
You have the exact measurements here. I think we have a feeling where this is going, though.
So, Techno, as you might expect, fell for approximately 1 second, and Kyoger, with the shulker, fell for about 25 seconds, if you count from the moment he got shot by it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's move on. She's bound to be an expert in flying, but how will she manage falling? Let's see how Raven did.
Okay.
You may order 5 materials to help aid your fall, and I could break anything around it.
If you want to, you could.
A diamond axe. How much am I allowed to tear apart your house? Actually, that's probably the better question.
I don't know.
A water bucket. Maybe I give up the bucket and I ask for 1 diamond axe and 4 slime blobs. I'm gonna start to tear your our house apart.
These are load-bearing walls, Raven.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. I definitely need time to build as well to destroy what's above.
You have 4 minutes now.
Yeah, we're gonna start building up. I have no idea how much I'm allowed. How high I'm able to go in this game. Raven, don't fuck this up and accidentally fall off.
Raven, if you're not careful, you're gonna hit the sun.
Don't worry. You know what they said about Icarus. It all ended up fine for that guy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jump now. All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm falling. Woohoo! 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 Boop, 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 boop. There we go.
Okay. Well, thank you, Raven.
No problem. Thank you. I'm sorry about your house. When I win, I'll use my winning money to help you fix it.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right, that was impressive. That was impressive.
How long was Raven falling?
It was approximately 18 seconds in total, so a little less than Kyoger.
So Kyoger's rising definitely makes a difference then.
Yeah.
All right, who's next to fall for me?
When one of them falls, it ruins a party, and when the other falls, it scares a chicken. It's, of course, Cake and Sky.
Am I allowed to
Okay.
leave and head down there without falling?
Yes.
All right, so that's 4 blocks. It's less than a second, which ain't great.
I didn't notice this before. What is...
It's spicy.
That's not terrifying.
I'm gonna get 5 scaffolding, actually. That's all I need.
5 scaffolding? Okay.
That's all I need.
Let's just do 5 cobwebs.
5 cobwebs?
This
Okay.
This one's hurting me.
Yep. They're just here.
So, does the time start when I begin falling?
Your fall starts when you begin falling, yes.
Okay.
I think that would work.
It might.
My attempt begins now.
And do you think the Taskmaster is going to successfully call this a fall?
Oh, absolutely. I've been falling the entire time.
I get the feeling you're going to be falling for a while.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I'm falling the longest.
And you are still falling, yes?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I started falling the moment I jumped, and I'm still falling now.
I feel like this will put me in the middle of the pack.
I can do some falling. I can do some more intense falling. If the Taskmaster wants that.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, I should press shift. That makes me fall faster.
There you go.
Okay. All right, I landed. That is awesome. I think that got me 4th place.
I've fallen. It's over.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Cake.
No problem.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Cobweb play was great. Scaffolding play.
Great.
Well, I have to imagine. I mean, cobwebs are probably a pretty slow fall. I feel like Cake might have been underscoring herself a little with that 4th place estimate there. So Sky,
Yes.
what was happening there? I guess.
So I thoroughly read the task before executing my strategy, and it said time starts when you begin falling and stops when you hit the bottom. I started falling, and then an amount of time later, I hit the ground. I think it's pretty simple.
How long was Sky falling?
Well, Sky was on the scaffolding for 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Oh my god.
What about Cake?
Cake, that was 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Wow.
I trying to decide how much I want to side with Sky or how much it benefits me to not do that, given the
I
rule
will
standing.
remember.
But I will say, I do think, at the very least, Kyoger and I were always moving, even if with the bullshit.
That is very
we were
true.
in motion at every point.
I just read the task. That's all I'm saying. I read the task.
I feel like, if anything, the finicky Amber writing has gotten some of you. So I think I'm going to accept that Raven was falling even while bouncing. I'm going to accept that Kyoger was falling, even while he was not falling. I'm gonna accept Sky. So I think we'll just score them by time spent in the air.
Okay, there is one more thing actually, though. So I will repeat the first line again. Have the longest fall from the balcony to the front yard.
Oh,
Yes! Yes!
No, you landed on the deck.
Fourth place was an understatement.
And everybody else fell onto the ground?
Well,
Yeah, that's okay. I'm better. I feel better now.
Justice!
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that means that Techno is getting an unprecedented 3 points for his shit.
so Techno, with his 1 second fall, gets 3 points. Raven, with the 18-second fall, if you include bouncing, gets 4 points. And Kyoger, with a 25-second fall, which wasn't really a fall, gets 5 points. But there also is a matter of the bonus point.
I would give it to Kyoger, but I feel like it does say most graceful fall. Kyoger was rising for half of that.
When I landed, I did say grace.
He's convinced me. Give him the bonus point. Give him the bonus point.
Okay, so... Amazingly, that means that Kyoger gets 6 points for that task.
I will never emotionally recover from this.
Okay, so after the first task proper, here are the current scores. Kyoger and Techno are in the lead with 8 points.
All right. Do we have another task?
Yes, we do, and hopefully this next task rings a bell for our contestants because it's quite prickly.
Oh!
Ooh, a cactus. I love cacti.
Hi.
Are you up there for any particular reason?
Oh, hi. I'm a little worried.
I do not know how I did not see this giant cactus.
Make this cactus look as threatening as possible.
You may use creative mode.
You have 20 minutes.
Your time starts now.
What task is this? How do I make a cactus look threatening?
I personally think a cactus is quite threatening on its own, but obviously that's not going to fly.
Also, when Amber rings the bell, you must scream in fear of your creation.
Might think about this one a little bit.
The sign is pointing to the cactus and says, "Fucked your mom."
Spicy, how are you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling a little bit confused. So,
How come?
well, first of all, it seems like you've given... correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like only one of them has to scream when they hear a bell.
Wait, was that
Yeah,
amazing?
so...
Yes!
So, that was an admin error on my part. The idea was everyone was going to have to scream when they heard the bell, but it feels like we might have missed that line for 4 of the contestants. That does actually explain a lot, because I was ringing the bell for all of them, and I was wondering why they weren't screaming.
You were all just staring at me, and I was like, what? Why is everybody freaking out? I'm the only one who screamed?
Oh my god!
Kyoger, your definition of giant is 3 blocks?
No.
Then why do you call the cactus giant?
Because it was larger than me.
So let's start with 4 of my 5 favorite people. It's Cake, Kyoger, Sky, and Techno.
Well, okay. You know what's threatening? Large.
A lot of ways to make a cactus threatening.
We're making this thing look terrifying. So let's give it some. Lesson learned!
I forgot that's how cactus works.
You know what all cactuses need? A castle.
This is going so slow. I should not have made this big of a radius for him.
The height is very important here. I probably won't go as crazy as I did last time. Maybe. We'll see.
I burnt all my energy doing this the first time.
He's got big arms. He's got big muscles.
I'm just gonna spend the rest of the time making lore for this cactus.
Let me just give this thing some legs. Stop doing that!
Yeah? You have something you want to say?
I do you keep ringing that bell?
Ah! Ah! You know, I should actually spend the time I'm digging to actually think of what I'm doing.
Ooh, this is really tough. Oh, this is gonna be a problem, huh?
This is so.
Just show me what you don't like about the house. That's what I always say.
It's still kind of cute. It's just kind of.
That's 3 times now you hit that bell.
It's been more than 3.
He has a fucking gun. That's right. This man has a gun and he is ready to shoot you.
It's not been more than 3. It's been 3.
It has been more than 3.
You seem to have made a ring of fire.
Yeah.
Did you just kill a horse?
And now imagine there's people over here and they're looking at this thing and they are horrified.
This looks stupid. This looks so dumb.
This dude's like dead. He got shot.
I've got about 4 minutes left.
Ah! I hate times.
Nah, mustache is a terrible idea. I like mustaches, but that would just make him look sexy.
It's kind of threatening, you know? Like, I don't want to mess with that cactus.
Okay, that's time up.
This is the most proud I've been of anything I've ever done in my entire life, I think.
I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
Don't let him follow me.
So, Kyoger, why'd you build it higher? Wasn't it big enough already? 3 blocks? It's huge.
Yes, but the larger, the scarier.
What I thought was it was 3 of them having a breakdown and then Cake making a fortification, but then Cake seemingly murdered a horse in cold blood for no reason.
How do you know? It just...
That was more threatening than anything any of them did to their cactus. But I like the tower. I like it. There is also a weird tension going on between the two of you with the bell stuff. I got uncomfortable.
Yeah, Cake couldn't count.
Can we look at skies next?
Yes, we can.
A numerous bits of facts. I believe the cactus's name was Jobathan.
That is correct. Yes, the cactus is Jonathan.
And he occasionally eats over 2,000 calories a day.
Yes.
Here's a close-up of some more of the signs.
What? Whoa! Oh my god! So, in case for those of you, for the people who are watching, Zephyr's my boyfriend. So, it seems like Sky is implying that this giant cactus is going to fuck my boyfriend in the ass?
The cactus spoke to me, okay? I had very little creative input in this. The cactus spoke to me.
Let's look at Kyoger, who...
First of all, my cactus had a name too. His name is Murder Malleus. He's killed so many people. His first name is Murder.
At any point did Kyoger mention this name in the recording?
Yes, he did. And he mentioned it throughout the entire rest of the series recording too.
Yes, I did. I wasn't going to mention that, but yes, I did.
I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to what Techno was building. I was just enjoying him occasionally screaming.
Yeah, so here's Techno's again.
I was thinking, like, you have like a cactus forest and, you have all these big cacti surrounding it, right? But in the center of it all, there's this more sinister cactus that's more evil than all of them. Those like images of like really buff Diglets? It's like that.
Already, this is one of my favorite tasks, and it's the second pre-recorded one we've done.
So stupid.
One of my favorites.
I've noticed that we've left one person for last. It feels like usually when this happens, they either do really well or really poorly.
Let's just say, last up, she's all alone for some reason. It's Raven.
I'm gonna put some lava around it. That's scary. Can I go to the Nether? Am I allowed to go to the Nether in this world? Will you stop me from going to the Nether? Okay. We're gonna kidnap this. I feel like a pretty intimidating place for a cactus would be in the middle of the Nether. What is that bell? Did you bring the bell with you? Why did you do that? That scares the shit out of me. What does that mean? Yeah. That's scary as shit. You walk into the nether, you turn around, and there's a genuine cactus sitting on the lava. It would freak you out. Can you stop ringing the bell, maybe? Can I ring the bell?
If you'd like to.
I want to ring the bell. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've brought it back.
Yeah, we'll just put one nearby so it's being clearly guarded. You don't want to go near this bitch. I think I'm done. Oh.
Oh. Okay, well, thank you,
All right.
Raven.
Thank you. I'm gonna go back.
Raven,
Yeah.
you know, we're good friends.
Yeah.
Really wasn't your best work.
Okay, my logic there, and it kind of got skimmed out, was if you're in the nether, like you're actually playing Minecraft, and you turn the corner and there's a fucking cactus there. That's not supposed. It's like Uncanny Valley kind of element of just like what? You know. I also think at some point I just stopped thinking the task was actually about the cactus, and the task was something about the bell, and that I just didn't know what it was, and that I was fundamentally screwed because I was doing the task wrong.
I do like that you specifically stated that you kidnapped the cactus. You didn't take
Yeah.
it to the nether, you kidnapped it.
You should get to scoring.
Do you have a picture of all of them?
Yes.
It's genuinely a little tough, I'll be honest. I really hate to do it, Raven.
Oh my god.
I have to give you 1 point. I'm so sorry. This is tough.
So nervous.
Amber, I've decided I'm not going to give anybody 1 point. I'm going to boost Raven up to 2 points.
Okay.
Then I'm going to give Cake 3 points because she
Aw.
protected the cactus, but not much. Kyoger and Techno will both get 4 points, as those are some threatening cacti.
Murder
But
Valley
I'm sorry. Your cactus says that they're going to fuck my boyfriend amongst other lore. Sky went insane, and she deserves the 5.
Okay, that's 5 points to Sky. She went to the task.
I don't know what he would have done to me if I didn't
What's
win.
really crazy is so far Sky almost got 5 points for also just standing on scaffolding. So, like, can you imagine Sky just crushing everyone by putting down signs and standing on scaffolding?
Okay, so after that, should we move on to the next task?
Yes, all right. And what do we have next? Will it be a task that after I score it, the cast will not get angry at me?
No.
Anyway, here's one that's so good, it'd be a crime not to show it.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck me.
Hi, Kick.
Okay, hi,
Yeah,
Amber.
Hi. So I will be bringing you over to the next task.
Okay.
Anyway, before we get to this next task, I should
Yeah?
warn you, it's not for the faint of heart.
Oh, scary.
You're in for a bit of a gruesome sight.
Okay, that's fine. I can handle that.
Ready yourself.
It's cake.
Why? Please do not mess with the corpse too much.
Oh god. Oh no.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's this.
Present a theory of who killed this person and how.
Whoever presents a theory that the Taskmaster likes the most will win.
You have 15 minutes to investigate, find evidence, and present your findings.
Your time starts now. Okay.
I am already cooking up quite a solid theory, Amber.
Well, let's see. There's a telescope here.
You are handling evidence.
Bone. Why would he have bones?
I could tamper with the evidence.
Saw. Very interesting.
Picnic area. That's cool.
Alright. Let's go over the bedrock square.
It's a rectangle.
Every moment that you are here, I imagine that you regret inviting me to this.
I am having thoughts.
Are we gonna have this argument right now?
Yes.
Do we need to argue about this?
You're meant to be a
Why can't you
detective
just-
figuring out who murdered a guy, and you can't even get shapes right.
We got a campsite. Maybe where they were staying. There are 2 beds, so that does imply 2 people.
Like, there's a basketball game.
Oh, someone killed this person. But how?
That's the question I asked you.
Oh my god.
I mean, first of all, I noticed our contestants have been brought to a new location.
That's correct. We brought them out to the Taskmaster Lake House.
I mean, if there's anything I appreciated, it's the fact that you seemingly got annoyed with over half of the cast in this build.
They tested me in this task.
Once again, you and Cake keep having this. And it feels like each time you are technically in the right, but Cake is just so damn convincing.
I honestly just came here to fight with Amber the whole time. It was honestly the only reason I signed up.
Every task. Every single task.
I definitely heard some people really upset at the start. Raven, I think, let out an oh fuck as this task was revealed. Who are we seeing first?
Well, first, let's start off with one of the detectives of all time. It's Sky on the case.
I firmly believe the Taskmaster is responsible for the death of this man. There are a few items scattered around the scene of the crime, as you can see. I'm pacing around like a detective, so first of all, we can move on to the peony. Now, our Taskmaster, SpicyMan33, has been quoted as saying on multiple occasions, and I quote, "Ah yes, peony." That is immediately something that could be presented as a calling card. I don't think it's quite so implausible to believe that he could use his skills with a weapon in order to slay this man. This bone is simply from the scene. It was not used in the murder itself. However, it is a byproduct of the gruesome state of the body as we see it. First, we are going to explain motive. What more motive does he need for murder than losing a game of basketball against this man? What on earth could hurt him or make him more angry? The cake, as we all know, favorite food of our Taskmaster, brandished the axe, chopped this man to pieces, dumped the legs into the river, and left him to bleed out and die. Bones splayed, body shaken, stirred. It is definitive. This murder, without recourse, was carried out by our very own Taskmaster, SpicyMan33.
Is that everything?
I believe that is all.
Wow.
That was very funny.
That was well put together,
Very funny.
I mean, Sky, you could tell me that I murdered somebody and I would believe you, which is funny.
I mean, I did do that,
because
yeah.
You just did, yeah.
I have a few notes about Skies.
Oh, yes.
So she started her explanation 15 seconds into the task.
I had it.
And did not stop
had it.
talking for 7 minutes.
Holy shit.
I had it. I went for it, okay?
I had a feeling it was done sort of spur of the moment when she felt the need to explain why a bone was at the time, which you'd assume would be self-explanatory. Well, I mean, I'm thrilled if we're starting off with somebody accusing me of losing a basketball game and then murdering this person. I have no clue where else this is going to go.
It is a very bold start. Anyway, next up, we have everyone's favorite woman detective. It's the Raven Kamars. It's a pun.
Okay, so here's what I think. There's Steve here, and his boyfriend Adam. You know, I'm extremely clever and original. We're having a picnic. Steve gets brought here. Still bring some of his leftover cake. Wonked in the back of the head with the spyglass. That's the murder weapon. However, once he's prone, his legs are chopped off. And then the legs are dropped off into the bottom of the sea and we couldn't find them. And the Electra is a prized personal belonging of Steve. This is actually the reason he was murdered. However, so it was actually left with the victim because once all of his murder gets processed, they'll get this through legal means anyway. They came, he wanted to come here to frame it on the whatever poor person lives, not poor, poor guy who lives out here in the woods normally.
Okay, well, thank you, Raven.
No problem. All right, bye.
Bye.
Learned about Adam today.
I mean, I'm transfixed. So far, we're 2 for 2 in compelling narrative. Did I miss the specific motive? What was the?
So Steve has an Electra.
Yeah.
And Adam wanted it. But the reason it was left at the scene is because since Adam was framing the guy who lived there, once everything got processed, Adam would get everything that belonged to Steve anyway. So he didn't need to take it at this crime.
It isn't a light, but I feel like it's kind of mean-spirited of me to be like, I think you meant
Yeah, I like how
Not
it's
true.
still-
She's going to get flamed if you don't do that.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If I don't mention it,
Yeah.
who's next?
He threatened to tamper with the evidence. Let's see if he did. It's Kyoger.
Oh, that just happened to be there.
Oh, God.
Here's what I know has happened on this day. This man was clearly flying with an elytra. Not responsibly.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about
What?
it. Don't worry about it. So as you'll see, he had no chest plate on. Now, my working theory, is that this man was looking through his telescope, kind of just admiring the sights. And oh no, what ended up happening here? He fell. Maybe it would have been okay if he'd just fallen, but the stonecutter had left his stonecutter out. So he accidentally left his stonecutter there, and my poor friend here accidentally flew right into it. His legs went right onto the grinder. His bones are right there. Now, the real important part of my theory here that really puts it all together is this book that is with the other inventory items that this man had. He wrote this moments before his death. Oops! Well, at least I was able to write this out before I hit the ground so the detective knows exactly how I died. That's the last time I ever looked through my telescope and fly. So this man died from irresponsible elytra driving, looking through a telescope while he did so. And bad place stonecutter just made all the difference.
And that's time.
Glad to be the detective on the case. I love it when I do a good job.
So Kyoger definitely did that and then framed the murder on someone else, and that's the crime scene, right? We're all in agreement.
His stonecutter out. He left a note.
Could you imagine if you open up an episode of Sherlock and Sherlock Holmes places a gun from his own collection? He's like, "This is the gun the murderer used."
I would like to point out very specifically, I read the rules, and the reason why I had the idea to do this, and the reason why I went ahead with it was because the rules stated that it had to be the one that the Taskmaster liked the most.
Don't get me wrong, it's hilarious. But you did. I'm not sure how much you presented a theory. Who do we have next? Who's next to present their theory? And will they tamper with the evidence?
Well, hopefully this next one makes at least some sense. We've got Techno.
The layman would tell you that he used these elytra wings to fly into this wall. And his head fell down. I'm pretty sure that the one who actually committed the crime is you. You might be wondering, how did he figure it out? And that's just because there's a little more to it than that. It's not just that you are the killer. It's that I am the victim. He has cake, my favorite snack, glasses. I wear glasses. Telltale sign. And the nail in the coffin is the location of the body. You see, it's not just out in the middle of nowhere. It's right by my favorite spot on the whole island, the court. I was ready to play. You told me about your super secret big basketball out back. You said, hey, look at this basketball. It's big, it's square, and best of all, it bounces really good on your head. And I said, oh, really? And then you went, yeah, watch. And then you slammed it into the back of my head. And when I woke up, there was something I realized. I couldn't stand this. So I cut off my legs. And it died. What do you have to say to that, Amber? No, shit, no!
Guys, I feel like we might want to leave for unrelated reasons.
It's just a theory.
It's
I'm
just
not
a theory.
gonna lie, I didn't remember my theory at all. I was as floored as everyone else when I declared myself as the victim.
First of all, a big square basketball that bounces really well on heads. Second of all, I definitely lost the plot, and this time it wasn't me, like, missing a thing. I believe you jumped from a basketball being placed to your legs being cut off. Did you cut off your legs? What?
Yeah, because I couldn't stand for this.
Ember, I believe we just have one more left.
Hi.
So let's see if this last one takes the... Yeah, you already know.
Well,
The pie.
Alright, so this is what I need you to do. Can you get in this hole?
Okay.
So now I'm going to present to you how I did the murder. You see this axe, right?
Yes.
I hit him with a telescope. So with that telescope, I hit him in the back of the head as he was playing a game of basketball. Knocked him out completely cold, alright? I dragged him over to the spot where I cut off his legs and hit them. Then once I did that, I threw out some random items out along with the evidence that I accidentally left, okay? So then they were like, oh no, we gotta bring in retired detectives to solve this case for some reason. And that's where you come in, okay? And then I knew I needed a way to obscure it. So I called the people who hired you, and I was like, hey, retire the retired detective and let me take care of the case. And then what I did is when you got here, I was like, okay, you're retired. But like, you can still hang out. And then, when it was all said and done, I brought you here, and I'm just gonna block you out. Also, can you hand me back that axe at you real quick?
Okay.
Alright, thank you. I don't want you to escape.
You're welcome.
Anyways, now that you've seen and heard too much for some reason, I'm gonna block you up here, where all the evidence is, and I'm just gonna leave you, alright?
Okay.
Oh my god.
We are all hilarious.
I mean, I've never seen someone more complacent to being informed of and actively buried alive as you.
Oh my god.
At this point, that was basically par for the course for Cake's attempts.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that task we spent like a journey walking around. We were a real team, honestly. Like,
Cake
we were together
spent 13
so well that
minutes
task.
walking around the area, telling me that I was a retired detective. Somehow you're gonna have to score this one.
Yeah. Well, I do, because last task I did not give out 1 point. And I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, Spicy Man isn't harsh enough. But I can't give anybody 1 point here. This was incredible. Everybody did a great job. I can give someone who falsified evidence 2 points. I hate to do it. It was a little piecemeal. I am gonna give Sky 3 points. I do apologize, but I think you understand too. Both Raven and Cake will get 4 points. They were great theories. But, I mean, Techno, not only was your theory incredible, but it was basically confirmed. So, 5 points for you.
Okay, so Techno gets 5 points and wins the task.
Woo!
But a good job by everyone there. There was not even close to a bad effort.
Okay, so going into the end of the show, the scores are... Techno's in the lead on 17 points.
All right, then everybody get ready to be teleported to the final task of the show.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
All right, Ember, who do you want to read the task?
I will get Kyoger to read the task.
Yes! Yes! Thank you for the honor. Okay. Write 5 one-syllable words that describe the Taskmaster. You will gain 1 actual point for every word that the Taskmaster deems as accurate, as long as no one else has written that word. You have 100 seconds. Your time starts when Amber rings the bell.
Any questions?
Nah.
Nope.
Okay. Everyone get ready, get set, and go.
Let's do this.
What are you guys writing?
Oh,
Thrilling. No audience. Just silence as everybody writes words. Sky should be an expert at this. We've seen her.
I do have a lot of pressure on me right now.
Techno has seemed to go pretty fast. Looks like Kyoger is not moving.
That's half the time gone, 50 seconds left.
Okay.
They better be accurate. Otherwise, I'll be pissed.
You guys are still
Oh
writing?
god.
Yeah, I'm done. Like, this was easy.
I
10
want to try and think
seconds.
of a better word, but I don't think I am given the 10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ding.
Let's go through all of the words and see how everyone has done.
Oh,
Cake,
boy.
you're up first. Cake's first word is nerd. Do you deem that as acceptable?
I do, yes.
All right.
Alright,
Okay.
cool.
Second, we have blind.
Are you wearing glasses? Oh, so you're colorblind.
I am colorblind.
Oh wait!
If somebody says, "Are you blind?" I would say no. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to not do that.
Third up, we have small.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna have to mark her for that, unfortunately.
Fourth, we have L. The letter L.
You haven't taken an L, you are the L.
I feel like, again, for my image, I have to mark this one as.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry, Cake. I just can't.
Cake's final word is here.
Yeah, no, I am here. So that'll definitely 2 right now.
Kyoger, hello.
Hi, it's me.
Kyoger has started with blonde.
Yep, I'm blonde.
Hot.
Oh yeah, baby.
We have cool.
Okay, I'll give that to him.
We have neat.
I am neat. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to him.
Let's go.
Man.
I mean, I am man.
I
Right now-
could not think of a last one.
I have a 5.
We have Raven has written smart, male, firm, young, and we have real.
Yeah, I'll give her the point. I would not say that I'm her. Yeah, sure. I hope.
Hi, Sky.
Hi.
Okay,
Oh,
first
no.
we have sexy.
Which
is 2 syllables. Which is 2 syllables.
2 syllables. Yeah.
Let's just
so I
get
wrote
that out of the
one
way.
first.
Cool. We have already had cool.
Sorry.
White.
I am definitely white.
We have blind.
Same reason as Cake.
Which is also unfortunate because it didn't count for Cake anyway. And lastly, we have heart.
I think you are an individual with a lot of heart.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Sky has already gotten points from flattering me, so there's no reason to stop here.
Techno. First we have new.
I guess in terms of the role of the Taskmaster, I am new, so I'll give him that.
I was thinking more of in the essence of how there's new Super Mario Brothers. Which
Oh,
is
okay,
not
that
new
makes
anymore.
complete sense.
Fun.
I'm pretty fun, yeah, I'll give it.
Gay.
I just didn't think anyone had the balls to put it down.
Unfortunately, I identify as Pan, so I can't mark. I have to mark it down for that.
Wow.
I'll give it to him. I'll give it
You're
to him.
accepting wow. Mad.
You know, I have been the exact opposite of mad today, so I'm gonna have to mark him for that.
So after all that, the scores are 2 to Cake and Sky, 3 to Techno, but 4 to Kyoger and Raven.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, then let's get back in the seats and see how that's affected the final scores. All right, so how has that affected our final scores for the episode?
Well, at the end of the day, Techno is still in the lead and wins the episode with 20 points.
Hey.
Hey, that's good to me.
Techno, go up the stairs to the celebration room and celebrate with your things that Spicy wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, Techno, good job. We're good sports.
All right, well, what have we learned today? Well, we've learned to always look up. You might see someone hovering in place on scaffolding. You might see a giant swole cactus.
Yes.
Or you might just see a huge square basketball coming to bounce on your head. But most importantly, let's now look up to see Techno ascend up the stairs to the celebration room. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you in the next episode. I don't see how you could mess this one up, really.
So smart. So cool.
Was that fun?
I assume she walked off and then had a breakdown.
I love how I was not the only one that struggled with that.
Not bad by any means.
No, that's pretty
Yeah.
bad.